So this is the point where we change topics.
Yeah, the only one who has a high ping is Tough.
Well,
as Australian, I expected nothing less.
Yeah, which is a good thing. It's jumping between 350 and 450.
tell the ruse to get off the net.
Everyone's at 400 to me, and Jonas at 500, but you know.
And Jonas is actually between 150 and 250.
Yeah, no, I don't know what's up with my internet today, but it seems to be happy.
Yeah, it's actually quite solid.
It's my net that seems to be going crazy. So, hello, ladies and gentlemen who returned to the stream. Take 2. I did a full router reset. That actually had some issues, which is interesting. Java wanted an update, so I updated it just in case that would help a little bit. Oddly enough, I can now connect to both Twitch and YouTube on my restream chat. Yay! I don't know what's going to go on. Hopefully, it's fixed for now. We can continue. I don't know. Pray.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay, so
Okay,
everyone was in the shop. And you know, it's past break time, so I hope everyone took a break.
Oh, no.
No.
I did.
You had plenty of time, more than 10 minutes.
Yeah, I was gonna be like,
I didn't know, alright.
We were just
fine, I'm not
so
hungry.
eagerly awaiting your return, Zeke. We couldn't bear the
I
thought.
was. Yeah, I was.
Me and my robot voice. Anyways, hopefully the stream won't screw up. If it does, I'm sorry guys, but we'd probably have to go over to recording if that happens. Hopefully, if that happens, I could still, you know, do a recorded campaign. If my net gets so high, I probably won't even be able to join. But we're going to pick up where we left off. Desric, you did a streetwise check on this vendor, right?
Yep.
What was your roll?
Oh, crud. I put the dice away. I thought it was like a 4-2.
It was 4.2, yeah.
Okay, you succeed. Because all I rolled was a 2-1.
So yeah, Desert gets the sense that this guy has never dealt in anything illicit ever. Unless he has.
Yeah, you get the sense that if this guy has any illicit things, he doesn't know how to show it or hide it. He does seem very clean. But there is a twitch in his eye once every so often. One of his eyes. You get the sense that at least at some point he may have had spice.
Ah.
Not the spice that he's selling, mind you.
Roger.
Looks like all this that's spice.
the saffron must fly.
I need more time.
Oh, God.
Oh, come on now. That's a classic.
I don't even know where it's from.
Back to the Future?
What was that part in it? It's been so long since I saw those.
I don't remember the exact scene, but yeah.
I'm going to have to go back and watch them then.
You know.
All right, moving on.
Okay. So, yeah, that's pretty much what you get from him. But he is selling what seems to be legit wares. And they do look quite fresh, quite juicy.
Looks tasty. How much for a crate of each? I've got a crew to feed. Desert kind of motions back to Rose and the fact that he's clearly an off-worlder.
This guy?
No. The fact that Desric is clearly an off-worlder. So basically, Desric is saying, I have a ship, I have a crew I need to feed, so I want to create a
I just got
vendor name.
confused on, you said off-worlder, but I was like, wait, this guy's not off-worlder. Anyways, they come in dozens. It's about... They each have different prices. Are you looking for the high end or the low end?
So Desric's looking for variety. he'll take some of the good stuff, but you know, who wants something better than the standard fare?
Well, the highest on the fruit goes up to 50 credits for a dozen. The lowest they go is 10 credits for a dozen, and it's about the same with the vegetables. And he's got a decent sized variety, and he even has a little holo projector showing what he doesn't have here but has in his stock.
Well, Desert probably wants whatever's freshest, so he's just going to take what's here.
And by the way, it's the fruit that's by the dozen. The vegetables, it goes on size. The large ones, a crate can get to 10 to a dozen. Some of the smaller ones, a crate can get you like 20. Then you get like your grains and stuff that goes by, pounds and grams and shit like that.
So Desert's going to look to cut a deal here. He's like, yeah, look, I'm buying in bulk here. I want a crate of everything. What can you do for me?
Just one crate of everything? It's quite expensive. It'll cost you about 300 creds. But that is a lot of stuff.
Well, okay, Desert is thinking a crew of 5 for at least a week. So
yeah, that crate would last you about a week.
Oh, each crate would last a week?
No.
Like 4 fruits.
The total of what you're grabbing would last you about a week for 5 people.
Oh, okay. Well, we're going to be making the rounds through the colonies here. So, tell you what, at 300, can you do 2 crates of everything for 5?
Make your negotiation. Do you remove any setbacks on your negotiation?
Hold on. I have a couple different talents that hit this, but one only triggers on Triumph, so that one doesn't take effect. Let me see. Wheel and deal. That's for selling goods. Do I have anything for buying goods? Negative. Okay, so the only one I have doesn't kick in this particular instance.
All right.
So no, nothing to remove setbacks.
What you rolled?
Let's see. This looks like a 3.3.
Okay. Yes.
Can I argue for a boost?
For what?
Because you said he was on spice.
It said at one point in time he was.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, Desric hasn't tried to levy or blackmail him yet. He's just being friendly, making
it was more whether this guy has the ability to negotiate, given his
mental state.
Yeah. But if he hasn't been on spice recently, then that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So he kind of looks at you. 550.
Desric, I have people skills.
Not those kind of skills, Rose. Tell you what, 550, but you throw in an extra crate of that nice looking fruit over there. And Desert points to one of the sweeter fruits he pointed out earlier.
He starts rubbing his chin a bit. Roll your charm.
Charm, huh? Okay, which one? I haven't rolled that one in a while. Oh, I don't like that one as much. Are you sure it couldn't be another negotiation?
Nope.
Yeah, as previous Cantina scenes will have demonstrated, Desric's charm skills are not nearly as good as his negotiation skills. Having said that, 2-3.
No, I tell you what. If you want that extra credit of food, 10 extra credits, so 560, and you got it. Sound good?
We have a deal. Desric will hold out his hands and then go pull out the credits.
All right. Do you need this hauled anywhere? Because it's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, my ship's in docking bay 27 Alpha. There's a Thorian on board. He'll let you on.
Alrighty. And he starts poking at something. We'll have a pickup truck come and grab them.
Oh, that reminds me. The Thorian. You don't happen to know anybody planetside that caters to alien cuisine, would you?
The type of stuff we grow here can feed a multitude of races. Though I would steer clear of any names a particular fruit and a vegetable. Doesn't harm them, but it makes them gassy.
Ah, thanks for the heads up.
But for what you bought here, the fruits and vegetables he'll definitely enjoy. Not so much on the grains, but he can eat them.
Sounds good. So based on what Desric learned from his street smarts, he's not going to bother to ask this vendor about any illicit materials, but he's now going to make his way over to see if any of the other shopkeepers seem like they might have more wares than what they're showing at the front desk or at the kiosk.
Streetwise.
And I remove one setback to streetwise checks. Are you kidding me? Of course, it had to come up sooner or later. That's a straightforward advantage, no success.
In true Desric form.
Of course. I don't suppose that my murderous friend has any street smarts.
No.
Of course not.
You look around.
I should, but yeah, I don't.
You look around. You may have traveled with work, and you may have seen a few things, but you never really seen much in the way of the, hey, we have these goods, but we're not displaying it. Work has always caught those and brought them out, and you haven't quite picked up on that little aspect yet.
Well, I'm not seeing any promises here, Rose. Why don't we hit up the cantina and see if we can find a seedier lot? You know, our people.
Sounds good. And she starts making her way to the cantina.
This sounds like a great time for a cut.
Oh, yeah. Just making sure you guys
And I'm going to BRB.
Well, cut 2, we get to Illy.
All right.
Where is her... There we are. So the map showed you a speeder thing about right there.
All right.
Hold on, let me paint some different colors. Okay, that's the library. And that's the speeder park.
Cool.
All right. So you walk up to this little speeder park. You do see people coming and going, bringing back speeders, renting speeders as they are. There's quite a few employees running around, getting everything set up. You even see a little maintenance shop to the side.
All right. She will walk over to like the main Not the maintenance shop, but like the main sort of reception area.
All right, you go up there, and there is a gentleman at the desk who seems to be kind of frantically going through data pads and whatnot.
Good day, sir.
Huh. Startled me there for a second. Sorry about that. Got lost in these data pads.
Sorry, I didn't mean to startle you.
Oh, we're fine. I should have been, looking out. Just got a lot of information to go through. How can I help you?
I'd like to rent a speeder for the day, if you don't mind.
All right, just need you to fill out these forms here. And he lands you a data pad that has multiple things on it for your signature and whatnot.
Okay.
Do you take a look?
Yeah, she'll take a look and
The
read over
usual, core world agreements about speeders. Any damages caused by driving incidents that's not the vehicle's fault, you're liable for. The charges are based on a per day basis. They do have a tracker in them, so they know where they are. The usual stuff to make sure you know what's going on and what happens if you screw up.
Okay, yeah, that's fair enough. She'll sign that without any issues.
Okay, it's 100 credits a day.
All right, sounds good.
All right, and he holds out his hand. Will this be hard currency or chits?
Hard currency, please. Thank you.
All right, you pass it over.
Yep, she does.
All right, negative 100 from your account, and he walks off. Comes back with a command cylinder, and it has a tag on it. It has both a picture of it and the location of the speeder. It's like, okay, it's got all the information you need to find it. Do you need assistance looking for it, or you think you got it?
I can manage. I haven't rented from this lot for a while, but I remember the layout.
Okay. If you do need some assistance, there are plenty of associates out and about. Just pop up to one of them, and they will definitely help you.
Thank you.
All right. Please enjoy your stay on Tanab.
I'll do my best. And she heads off looking for the speeder.
Yeah. By the way, the species was a Zabrak.
Gotcha.
All right. So you go off. You find the speeder that you're looking for. It's kind of like a swoop type speeder. It is a one-seater, though the passenger can sit on the back, but it's more comfy, less gang-looking, and less military-looking, but it is sturdy for, not crashing in anything. But it's not going to hold much in the way of cargo.
All right. Well, she doesn't have to haul any cargo, thankfully, so that will be more than sufficient for her purposes.
All right, so you take it out. You go through the gates and out the city, and you're on your way to, what was it, your house or your father's house?
Her father's house. Yeah.
Okay. All right, that'll take you a while, so let's screen swipe back to Leo. There.
Hello.
Okay, just making sure that you could.
Yeah.
Okay, so. Just building the map. So, you're, at that place. You're looking through. You find what you need. I take it you go to the data terminal once you.
Yeah. Though, as I sit down, I'm going to get on my holocom. No, Yeah, the comm to Desert.
All right. He did say he was going AFK, so I don't know if he's back yet.
Oh. Okay, well, we can do that when he comes back, I guess.
Heyo.
Oh, there he is. Desert, you are receiving a call.
Yo, Leo, what's up?
It stands to reason that you have a freighter, yes?
Freighter, you mean my ship?
Yes.
Yes, it is a freighter. Carillion YT 1300.
That freighter is currently lacking cargo.
About that, I may have acquired a little bit.
Not the kind of cargo that I was going to suggest. Since we are traveling to Felucia that has, small colonies on it, I imagine they would appreciate a supply delivery of some kind.
Ah, I think I see what you're getting at. Okay. Decent cover. I don't know that I have enough credits to fund that sort of cargo, but we'll have a look around.
Well, if not equipment, you can always take shipments of food. This is an agricultural world, after all.
That was what Desric had in mind.
But yes, that was all I wanted.
Very good. Have you found the library?
I'm currently sitting in the library. It is going to take me a number of hours to complete what
Sounds
I need to do
perfect.
here. Leo out. And it closes the comms.
Desric hangs up the comm and looks over to Rose. And Leo's going to be quite busy for the next several hours. And he kind of stretches out his arms like he's enjoying freedom.
Rose just face palms. It says, let's go find what we need. Yeah.
Lance, really? No.
Yes.
Lance is accusing me of having a drinking problem.
Well, back in Desric's youth.
I mean,
Well, you do have a problem. Every time you go get a drink, someone tries to kill you.
Yeah?
Not my fault.
I would call that a problem.
Not my fault.
I mean,
your family sells slave collars, and you were assisting, so a little your fault.
I mean, there's also the fact that he was throwing his name around like it was made out of...
You notice he stopped doing that. He may have learned something from nearly being murdered like 3 times.
I have, but I doubt it.
Okay, so Leo, you got done reading the books, and maybe still be going through it. You went through it fast, just made cliff notes, and now you got the stuff you need to research, right?
Yeah. Before we get on to that, where are the the doors to the back rooms on this map?
All right.
I'm just hoping that if I need to make a quick escape, that I do not choose the one that is the broom closet.
Well, there's
If
no...
there is a broom closet.
Yeah, not in here. You suspect it's in the back.
Yeah. I just don't want to... So I'm imagining that one might have... Oh, they both might have access to the...
So you notice that those
exit
two are, employee doors. The one down here marked in orange, it is a restroom.
Okay. All right. So yeah, no, I'm sitting down at the terminal. I'm probably turning the screen and the chair to the point where
Oh my god.
the entrance. Huh?
Discord chat.
Sorry, I'm trolling
God,
Desric.
okay. Yeah.
Okay, for
I'm
the
making.
real quick, Jonas. I'm sorry, but for the stream, we've been pretty much making fun of Desric and drinking. So Lance decides he's going to post this funny GIF, and it's of a woman holding a freaking giant wine glass, and it's bigger than her head, and it's got a lot of wine, like the whole bottle in it, and she's just guzzling it.
I think that's actually a comedian. I don't remember who.
Amy
Amy
Schumer.
Schumer. It says right there in the link.
I don't know her. I haven't actually been watching comedy a lot lately, so.
No comment as to her comedy. Anyway.
Apparently, Jonas does not have a high opinion.
All I know is I want that wine glass. Okay, sorry, Jonas. Go ahead. What's Leo doing?
Yeah, I'm turning the monitor and the chair to the point where I can still see the entrance.
It is a little hard as the desks face the wall,
yeah.
and you do the best you can, but you can easily turn your head. It rotates 200 degrees.
Well, yeah, but I don't have 280 degrees vision unless I get a new head.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. As long as I can turn my head quickly enough that I can check, that's fine by me.
Either way, you do see there are others here. There's about 10 others. Most, like 7 humans and 3 non-humans. But they've been minding their own business. A new patron walks in. This time it's a Bothan. Looks to be a male. He's talking to the receptionist. But you are looking up something on the computer?
Yes. I'm going to have a quick glance at the Bothan, but then go back to work.
Okay, what you looking for?
I am going to be looking for Oh, I need to be really careful about what I search here because I know that certain keywords are probably going to cause alarm bells.
And there's
Ding,
an
ding,
Imperial
ding.
Dreadnought in space.
Not here, there's not.
At Tanab, yeah.
You mentioned just local support fighters to fight pirates.
No,
There
you
Yes,
said
but
it
there
was
is a
Dreadnought.
Dreadnought attached to the space starport in space. You
Oh,
have no
I
idea
missed
why
that.
it's
My bad.
there, but it doesn't seem to be part of the local forces.
Oh, sorry,
Okay,
I missed that.
So, yeah, I'm going to be looking for, well, at first I'm going to be looking for ruins that date back to that period, if there are any still present on the planet.
Okay. Real quick, can we get the grid turned off? Because it's as zoomed in as I am, I'm seeing like half the library in a grid, the other half is just straight black.
If you angle yourself to about like certain degrees,
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
go.
it's
How's
just
that?
weird.
okay. So yeah, I'm looking for ruins that date back to that period if they're still standing. Because my thinking is if that temple back on Terrace was still standing after an absolute bombardment, the ruin that we're probably looking for is probably still standing because I don't think, at least Leo doesn't think, that there's been a similar bombardment on this planet.
Roll your lore.
Not quite as good this time. 2.3.
Throw a boost in there because you did find you did a pre-search and you made cliff notes.
Okay, free success, free advantage.
I love that our droid is looking for data by checking lore.
Well, he doesn't need to do any hacking, so he's not going through computer. And information based on the planet is lore. You said a 3-3?
3, yes.
3-3.
Yep.
No, that's what I rolled.
Oh, so I completely wiped.
No result.
Interesting.
So
Okay.
you do
That's rough.
find ruins and things like that, but they're like pretty old. They're not special. They're like an older civilization, like before Tanab became, what it is now. Most of the geography is nice plains. It's a great farm planet. There are a few forests here and there, but not so much. It is a very fertile world, highly. So just about anything can grow here, but yeah, there's nothing special. About this time, as you're looking through, you do notice that the Bothan does come over to the terminals, and he sits down to the one beside you and is going away at it.
Okay. Okay, instead of looking for ruins, I'm gonna go for something a little more specific, but something that isn't necessarily going to cause too many alarm bells. I'm going to look for sites of pilgrimages, non-specific.
Okay, so for this one, you're going to have to dig more than the lore thing. It's a little bit more down there, so you are going to roll your computers. Wow, my roll.
Screw it, I'm re-rolling this.
If you rolled a success, you win. So let's just put it that way.
No, I didn't. I rolled 6 advantage and 1 blank.
I rolled
Yes.
5 threat and 1 blank.
Amazing. Yeah, I'm going to use my session skill to re-roll.
Yeah. It lets me reroll.
But I had no chance of success without.
Yeah. So you got 3 advantage. As you're searching, you can't find anything that's special like that, or anything that could be disguised.
Okay. This has been a wipe. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna switch over to geography then. Using the same logic that Taris had, I'm gonna look up stuff that people avoid that probably seems too dangerous to venture there. Because yeah, what I'm thinking is probably it's something that people avoid again.
Okay, so this is far more readily available, so give me another lore. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Oh, apparently I DC'd.
I think we all did, because I just hear pop, pop,
Both
pop.
you did.
what are my rolls today?
Your roll was so bad that it desynced the whole thing. And your dice are in
Apparently.
the air. Okay, so who all didn't desync?
I still have Jonas and Overkill in.
My game fully crashed.
I'm
It's not
guessing
my
that
fault.
was Tabletop's problem.
And we're back to the whole launch game, not join. What the fuck?
Oh, so you guys are having fun.
Oh, never mind.
So yeah, I can't get in there, not unless I completely
Okay.
down TTS.
Okay.
No, actually, it would have to. Last time it had to be lanced it down TTS.
Okay, so I'm gonna go through, flush every bit of sheets, and then I'll restart.
All right, I'll flush mine.
Oh yeah, please.
As much as I hate this roll, I'm going to leave it as it stands. So as you can see,
What was the roll?
Can you please flush mine?
I got 1,
Yep.
2, 5. I got 7 advantage.
Wow, that's your reroll? You still didn't get a single success.
No, that's on my lore check.
Oh,
Yeah, that's on his low check.
Yeah, I don't know what's up on my dice today. Like
So-
every single one of my dice.
Lance, did you mess with his other dice as well?
I didn't mess with any of those dice. No, just the force die. That's it.
Anyways, for the roll, it's not narrowed down, but it seems like every forest is, a zone you got to be careful because of hostile wildlife. A lot of areas where there's like canyons, it's dangerous, not just for the wildlife, because it's, the terrain is just rough. You do see a lot of dangers and stuff like that, but nothing specific. Nothing like don't ever go here ever kind of thing. Just like minor threats. Don't go here unless you're armed, yada yada. Be careful when you go here. Make sure you have climbing gear, things like that. Still there?
Yeah.
Okay, just double checking. Anyway.
Okay, we're loaded up.
Y'all, I can join. And they get disconnected as soon as I join in. I better stop jinxing.
I hope not.
And this forever shall be known as the night the net broke.
Well, in this case, the night the TTS broke. Anyways, I'm in. Go ahead and do the usual.
It's all broke. Everything's broke.
I'm a uni student. I'm always broke.
Ah, yes.
Okay, this time I remembered to reset the scene on OBS.
Cool.
I do that so the password isn't displayed to the chat, or to those watching the stream.
That would be a good thing.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, as cool as the people who watch it, you're probably going to get someone who just wants to come in and troll, so I'd rather just avoid it. Okay. So, looks like everyone's in. So, Leo, as you're looking through that, you're not having any luck. The Botham's beside you, like I said, he's going away. And he starts, kind of under his breath and almost in a semi-song tone. Many cries have been silenced. Many lives have ended. A new cry awakens. Its deliverer.
I'm just imagining like the a scene behind the two of them, like the camera's sort of panning like over their shoulder, and then Leo's head just rotates slowly at the guy.
Once your gaze finally meets his, he's still looking at his computer, but he says a little bit loudly, "Did anyone ever tell you that's creepy?"
Numerous times. Now I believe you have something for me.
Know that phrase, do you?
I've become very familiar with it.
Okay. What's the last time you heard this, just before this one?
An astromech droid. I have his name in my notes somewhere, but I cannot off the top of my head remember.
It was R3.
Right. Yes, an astromech by the name of R3.
Did he have a friend with him?
An engineer called Mac.
He says, okay, keep typing away. Keep doing whatever you're doing. I mean, he says this in a, not a, go get back to work, I have nothing to say to you, but more of a, keep working to keep up appearances way.
Yeah, Leo's just gonna go, well, being the operative word here. Not that I'm getting anywhere, but I will continue.
Don't know if I can help on that. I'm good at information, but gotta know a few things. But my mission here is to let you know about your mission briefing. They can't go over comms, so this comes from work directly. They got these sensors, the trackers working. Seems fine. So long as that box stays near the artifact, they'll always have it. Still on Onderon, but Wart thought you could use some funds for your journey. He's not sure what the other gonna do with their cut, but this one comes directly from the Alliance, so it's for you and you only.
Appreciated.
When I leave and you're done, check my terminal. It'll be strapped under the table, at the very back.
Right away.
And final note, this one comes from Mac. He's still just typing and searching on the computer. He got a hold of R3, asked about that little poem or whatever it is. R3 won't talk to him, but since it's something that you know, it's going to be a phrase to be used to get your attention. This way you'll know it's from us. But when you answer back, the passcode will change back. This time the passcode will be... I had it for a second. The deliverer is always watching. So next time you hear that statement, just state that. Don't look at the individual. And if there's a reaction, you know that's your contact.
Speaking of, my position in amongst our friends, it seems that I require a pseudonym of sorts. I have decided on mine.
Okay.
Mainframe.
One second.
Okay, I gotta take a moment here. Really, Leo? A little on the nose.
Hey, they're gonna have to take notice of choice at some point. Might as well just go, like, screw it.
Okay, so he manages to keep it quiet and it not coming out. But if anybody could see his face, you could tell that he is trying to hold in a snicker. Okay. Mainframe. And now I'm trying to think of what... Is the pseudonym solely for working for the rebels or for other things?
It will be primarily in service to the rebellion, but if he becomes known in the slicing community, that's what they'll know him by.
Okay, so that's your undercover name for everything.
Yes.
Okay. Mainframe it is. Max said he's still going to look into that little rhyme or whatnots, but he says if it's really getting to you that much, Try looking it up, but be careful. If it's coming around through us and coming to you secretly, it's best not to draw attention to it.
Of course.
Finally, I do need to get back with the Alliance on your current state of affairs. What is the new mission that you are going on?
We have to find more parts to the relic that we found.
I take it the businessman wasn't exactly happy that it was in pieces.
No. However, he does most certainly have someone higher than himself looking for the artifact. My guess is that it is some form of Imperial, though I do not have solid evidence to that just yet.
We'll keep that in mind and we'll dig a little, but information like that is going to be a little bit tricky to find.
Indeed.
So you think this piece is on to Nab?
Yes, we have another few planets to lock up at some point. How would I pass that information over? Do you have a datapad?
Out of curiosity, didn't Leo already give this information to the Empire when he gave them the full accounting of everything we know?
Rebellion.
Sorry, the
Yeah,
rebellion.
and yes, he did. You did.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Yeah. So our mission is to Nab. If you could provide any information regarding those planets, particularly, what was the one other planet that was wild other than Felicia? There was another one that we didn't really have any information on.
Yavin?
Yes, Yavin.
Alright. I'll prepare some information on Yavin. Any other planets you want information on?
All of them would be preferable, but Yavin was the only one where we do not have a source of information readily available.
Alright, understood. This may take some time. What is your flight plan? In case I need to catch up with you and you're not here.
Our next location is on Felucia. Then we are going to go to, is it F4 next? After
I thought Felucia was the third planet.
No, Felucia's second.
Felucia is second, Yavin is third.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Felucia,
and
Yavin. Then F4, then Mandalore, then Coruscant, then Corellia?
something like that. You only know 7.
Yep.
Alright. Keep that in mind. Let us know if the list narrows down, or you figure out what those other 3 planets you did that they didn't tell you were.
Absolutely. If I come across any information and I am out of contact for a while, I will leave a dead drop, an information dead drop, in the third street light from the spaceport entrance.
Understood. Finally, last thing. The Imperial Dreadnought in orbit. It's only here temporarily to pick up on supplies. Then it's setting off to some position we don't know just yet. But while it's here, be careful. It's not directly official what's going on with it. We don't know.
Of course.
Alright, good luck on the rest of your mission. And with that, he finishes up whatever he's attempting to do, glances it out, picks up and just kind of turns around and walks off like nothing happened. Hits the receptionist desk. You hear him say, thanks, got everything I need. I'll be moving on to the next run. You get the feeling they may know each other.
Who was that, sorry?
The Bothan with the receptionist.
Okay.
And with that, he is out.
All right. And after a moment, Leo is probably going to count to 20 and then move into that guy's seat and reach for whatever was placed underneath that.
Are you trying to remain hidden?
Yes.
Roll the stealth.
Oh boy.
Zip.
Come on. Oh, I want to see this roll.
Subtle Leo shall be subtle.
Oh, okay, actually, that's okay.
Can we flip more than one destiny point?
No.
No, still, unfortunately.
What do you mean, unfortunately? This is going to be hilarious.
Nice.
Tip one.
Okay. So,
Jeez, alright.
you make it look like you're checking something else on the computer as one arm slides under the desk. You manage to find it. You grasp it and begin to pull, but you're trying to remain as motionless as possible, so you can't get all that much strength in the pull. Well, you eventually kind of pull a good amount, and you smack the back of your chair, which makes a little bit of a thump, but the pouch is at your chest, and no one can see it. So if anyone did look, they just would see your, elbow kind of smacking the back of the chair.
Oh,
they
okay.
wouldn't see that you grabbed anything.
Okay, I'm gonna look in the pouch.
In the pouch, you see a total of 15,000 credits. In the message, it says, use this where you need it. Use this. This is primarily mission money for your mission to get supplies that you need. And there is a cylinder in there, data cylinder. It says location of a few markets for where you can find various resources.
Perfect. So Leo is going to stash that away in his backpack.
All right, stashed.
Yeah, and after a moment, he is going to get up and head off. After placing the cylinders back on the shelf,
Okay.
exactly where he found them, by the way.
All right, so with that, we're going to do another screen swipe. And Desert and Rose, you were in the cantina. You've ordered whatever you intended to order. Desiree, you've probably been feeling a bit stressed, so whether or not you're nursing it or you're going in, I'll leave that to you.
Desric's going to indulge, but he's not going to get hammered.
I mean,
So nice and buzzed. And Rose,
Yep.
what was that?
I'm having one drink, and I'm looking around the cantina. I'm not going to get buzzed.
So you're taking a perception around the cantina?
Yeah, I'm trying to find my full stuff.
All right, roll perception.
Uh, 2.3.
Okay, so you look around the cantina. You can definitely see that there is a mix between locals and spacers here. You do see what seems to be a few people that are definitely Imperial, but they're like off-duty stormtroopers. And they're definitely enjoying a drink or two. You do see there are some people that are giving them the stink eye, what they think is, hidden. Maybe to the Imperials it is, but not to you, what you see. Some people seem to like the Imperials, some people seem not to like the Imperials. It's kind of a two-way street here.
Alrighty. I'm just having a look. Sorry. I relay information to Desiree. I'm just like, you see the table over there? Off-duty stormtroopers. Looks like the.
Well, we'll give them a
Not happy. Some are happy. Some are not. I'd be careful.
Yeah, we'll give them a wide berth. Desric's gonna kind of look around, having taken Rose's information, and he's going to look for anyone who might be, I don't know, trying to avoid the imps more than the rest of the crowd. Somebody who's obviously uncomfortable that they're here.
All right, roll perception.
Can I take a boost based on Rose's information?
Go right ahead. Seems fair.
Hell yeah. Not hell yeah. Very much not.
Dang
hell
it!
yeah.
Grr. Okay, I might be a little too buzzed right now. I'm feeling good though.
What'd you get?
Oh, just three success. Or sorry, 3 advantage, no success. So Desert maybe thought he was nursing it, maybe not so much. Are you there, Zeke?
Drawing.
How much is my charm?
Hope it's better than mine.
Not the best. Yours is probably better.
Okay, so what you're seeing here is this is the cantina you're in. All the green is basically tables and whatnot. You got your usual tables back here. You got the 2 larger tables back here that seem to be enjoying the stage. You got like a little bar here for people to get closer. What's in here is the main bar where you can go up and get some drinks. There are chairs around it, so I didn't bother putting them in there. What's playing right now is a few bits. Not that song. And there are some Twilight dancers.
So Desert's buzzed and distracted.
So yeah. But you do
Cool.
manage to see.
Talking at the Twilights.
Probably.
It's Desric, of course he is.
Yeah, he seems to like Twi'leks over his own species. Either way.
Yeah, someone.
You get the sense that there are a few people that are not liking the Imperials. If I was to... Let's put where you guys are. You guys are that line. The Imperials are over there. So if you suspect... if they don't like the Imperials, they're probably going to give them about as wide berth as you, if not more, so they'd be all behind you. Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Oh.
Thank you.
I thought I failed the roll, so...
You did fail your roll, so you didn't see anybody specifically talking or looking like they're hitting the Empires, but you roll
Gotcha.
3 advantage, and I rolled a blank. So
Okay, so I didn't fail as miserably as I thought I did.
yeah, so you get the sense that they'd probably be as far away from the Imperials as possible.
Okay, so Desric wants to look to, I don't know, one of the tables back in this area. And he's kind of looking for someone who looks like they might deal in weaponry or
Streetwise
illicit.
check.
Yes.
Okay, and I remove a setback,
Okay.
which I probably would have had for being slightly drunk.
And it's also kind of, yeah, it's not dark, but it's dimmed, but still you can see well enough. So yeah.
Oh, great. 1.3.
Can I try to make a streetwise check?
Go right ahead. I'll use Desert's same roll. Which he failed, by the way.
What the hell, Rose?
3.1.
Wow. That's exactly what I rolled.
Oh god, I didn't.
Oh,
listen.
son of a...
I thought that was awesome.
I figured
We
you would
can't
use a
lose for
destiny
winning.
point.
I don't want to reroll 2 because that's.
Yeah. Well, to upgrade or
I'll let
downgrade.
Desric reroll, but I'm not rerolling that.
You guys want me to burn a reroll on this? We only have 2 destiny points left.
It's up to you.
It's almost 9 anyways.
Yes.
How
Alright, I'll
crucial
burn
is-
it.
I want to burn some to give you guys some, but at the same time, you're not passing the rolls.
Yeah, and that doesn't help. Seriously, 5 advantage.
This is the dice saying this is the way things are going to happen.
Oh wow, my roll's even higher.
Wow. Okay, so Desric is not going to make any contacts with any illicit dealers, so he's not going to do anything Rose wants, but I don't know. Maybe he makes friends with one of the dancers or finds an old friend. I don't know.
Friends with the dancers.
How much success or advantage do you have?
5.
Okay. So with that, as you're looking over, you do actually see people who are not happy with the Empire. You kind of hear them talking like, the Empire need to leave, down with the Empire, blah, 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 and as they seem to be toasting. They're keeping their voices down, but it's kind of easy based on how they're acting, what that is. As for illicit goods, you don't see any.
How many stormtroopers off duty are there?
There are 7 at that table. And they
Bros.
are not giving a shit about people who don't care about them.
Yeah.
Hey, Rose.
Yes.
I've either had way too much to drink or I just came up with a brilliant plan.
Go ahead.
How do you feel about starting a bar fight?
Oh gosh. I'm sorry, I did that in my last game, and that was Monday. So.
Okay, I'm glad to see we think alike.
So, why?
Well, this crowd seems ready to blow. You see all those folks drinking over there down with the Empire? They just need a little catalyst.
Would you excuse me for a moment? And Rose gets up from her chair and goes to one of the tables that I think are don't like the Empire.
Hey,
You know
wait,
which
did you
ones.
want to hear my plan or not? Desert's trying to get her attention as she walks away.
Yeah, no, she's walking away. Yeah, it's just to one of the larger tables.
You make your way to the larger ones. They're the ones that Desert was hearing.
Alrighty.
Alright, you're there.
I walk up to them. I Hi.
There's like 15 people here.
Oh, jeez. Huh. Oh, crap. Now I forgot what I was going to do.
Awkwardly
I had a
stand there.
plan, and now it's just gone. Nope. Nope. I forgot it. Okay. I'm going to sit back down.
Okay, we'll just say you never got up, or you
Yeah,
turn
I never
back when
got up.
Desert calls you, because that's kind of bad.
I never get up.
Okay.
I do want to say, Desric, a bar fight is a stupid idea. How much training have you had with those? And I pointed at his wrists.
Oh, I wasn't gonna actually use them. I just thought we'd like, I don't know, the two of us start an argument about how I'll say how great the Empire is. You can hit me, and then we'll start a big fight.
Look, I'm going to be reasonable here.
Come on, you love fights.
I do, but then some of these people are going to die, and that's. I really want to, gut them to pieces, but now's not the time.
Buzzkill.
Here.
Fine. Let me come up with a different plan. Desert's still muttering to himself how great a plan this is.
How loudly
What
were
do
you
intend
speaking?
on starting a bar fight for?
Desert's a little buzzed, so he probably wasn't being as subtle as he thought he was.
Alright, real quick. Give me a second.
Are we about to see one of those dark side coins flipped?
Probably.
Actually, yeah, might as well.
Damn
Damn
it!
it.
Stop feeding the GM!
This is so your fault.
Yes, but I kind of am expecting awesomeness.
Okay. So what was Rose doing after she told him it was a stupid idea?
Oh, I was telling her, what would you get out of it? And she's keeping her voice low.
Me? Probably a broken rib or two. But you can make some new friends. You need to make friends, Rose. Desric is clearly beyond the point of buzzed at this point.
I don't like the idea of starting a bar fight. 7 Imperial troopers. Can I make a perception check to see if they have their weapons on them?
Go right ahead.
Three success, 1 advantage.
So they don't have E11s or anything like that on them, but they do have side blasters.
So pistols.
Yep.
I go back to Desert and I say, I know you want to start a bar fight. You might not get as damaged. They're only carrying sidearms, but it's not worth it.
Fine, party pooper.
At this point in time, someone walks over. Yeah, there are far better ways to punch an Imperial. Especially one that doesn't involve getting people killed. He's talking low.
Desert kind of looks over. Who's that? Rose, this a friend of yours?
I thought you said that I didn't have friends.
Oh, yeah. Who are you?
You see a weak-way male standing in front of you. He is older, definitely a spacer. And he says, not a friend of the Empire.
Then come and have a drink.
Just take a seat.
And Desert's already waving the bartender over.
He takes a seat down. Not gonna ask you what your grievances is with them. Mine should be obvious. But, I'll definitely drink to the downfall of the Empire.
I'd make sure you keep your voice down.
He's speaking very low.
Low? Okay, cool. Yeah. Oh yes, I'm sure Mr. Drunkhouse here, as she head points to Desric. I know Desric, you're a bit drunk, but look, revenge can come later for your torture.
Desert just kind of glares and goes back to his drink.
The waitress comes by. Zabrak. And he orders a drink. And she sets Desric down another glass. She asks Rose if she wants a refill.
Just puts a hand out and says no. And like her drink is like only half drunk.
Half gone, half empty.
Half full, yeah.
Alright. So she leaves and comes back rather quickly with the weak ways drink. Sets it down and heads off. He's not drinking heavily, but he takes a good swig.
So, what leads to your hate of the Empire, friend?
Besides the fact that I'm not human.
Oh yes, there is that.
Well, they commandeered my freighter, so I'm stuck here.
Hey, I got a freighter. You need transport?
Why are they commandeering your freighter?
Trumped up charges. Said that there was smuggled goods on it. I looked. Can't. As far as I know, there's no food that's classified as smuggled goods. I came, dropped off livestock, dropped off some, fertilizer seeds for agriculture stuff, and I loaded up on just food to take down to the core worlds.
Ugh, the core worlds. No, we're not going there.
Desric, I was from there. It's okay. I want to make an
I
insight
am
check.
from the core worlds.
And what does Rose
They
do?
stink.
Quote unquote insight check, which is a discipline check to see if he's lying.
Okay.
Full
Nice.
success.
So, weak ways have a bad rep, right? Pirates, smugglers, all that stuff. But what you can tell from this guy is he does seem legit. If anything, you're definitely sensing a much deeper hatred of the Empire than what he's showing or explaining, but you're not sure why.
Alright, so he's telling the truth. Cool. I say, well, that's a shame. Desric, make sure the ship is, well, not like locked down, if that'd be great. I'd like to get off this place and head to Felucia myself.
As long as you don't have any non-humans, they've got no reason to even care. About this point, a few others start coming up. Different species, non-human. Cap, you've figured out what we're gonna do? Besides drink all our money away? Not really. And as they start kind of sitting down around the table.
Okay.
They all have their own drinks.
I let them like have a seat at the table, and I say,
There's just
"So
5
you're
of
the
them.
captain, huh?"
Yeah. Afraid it was my ship.
Hey, I'm a captain too. We could be pals.
Yeah, don't listen to him.
He just kind of starts laughing, holds up his drink, does a toast. Well, Hopefully, Captain, your luck's better than mine. Takes a deep swig. Yeah, the rest of the crew
slight
also takes
problem.
3 swigs.
Slight problem as Rose takes like a small sip, and I can't pith. I say, Pith, you there?
Yes, I'm here. A delivery truck just came by and dropped off some stuff, but I kind of need to leave to go check my medical shopping cart, or shopping list.
Alrighty, just lock up the ship and be careful. Considering you're not human, the imps might lock down the ship or otherwise. So please be careful. And the comm goes off.
Okay. Oh, got yourself a non-human on board.
Yes, an Authorian. Been our medic
Ship's
since,
doctor.
start.
He's great. Little stabby.
Desric, I will stab you.
Sheesh. No respect.
What'd you say, Rose?
And it's gonna hurt a lot worse.
Desert goes back to his drink.
He seems to carry about as much stress as we do. A little bit of an unwind won't hurt him too much. This is the weak way saying to you.
Yeah. That's true.
One thing about stress, you bottle up too much, it just explodes. Better to let it off in small increments or something like this. Either way, he holds up his glass again. 2 lost credits. Hopefully a new future. Now you hear a grumble from all the other 5 guys. It's like, yeah, and to hell with the Empire, and then just all take a drink.
To a better future, and she takes a small sip. Desric.
Desert chugs while everyone else drinks.
I was checking, it's fine. You were saying, as I look to as the Rose looks to the weak way.
By the way, Desert, make a resilience check since you're drinking.
Oh,
Ah,
yes.
great.
Hell
This is
yes.
gonna go horribly.
Waiting for this moment.
I foresee red dye.
I see a lot of red dye.
Actually, no. Not quite yet.
It's okay. He won't need.
Alcohol, it's not that bad.
Oh, I could do plenty of things with a red dye on a despair, even with alcohol.
I have 2 green dice. It's not gonna go well. 1.2.
I rolled 2 dice. One of them was blank, and the other one was a 2 threat or 2 failure.
Dang it! I still failed.
Wow.
Well, at least I have 2 advantage. Maybe I can do something redeeming with that.
We'll see. I look over to the weak way again and say, how long have you been here exactly?
3 days. They say they'll give it back once they check it over. And if nothing actually comes up, they'll give it back. If something comes up, we're arrested. So we can't leave this little town.
I'm guessing you've made a few contacts while you're here?
Just those who come to this little cantina and don't like the Empire.
You know any of them who will be able to provide me with some tracking equipment as well as some modifications? I could do the modifications myself, but and she taps the hilt of her sword on her side.
She's a bounty hunter. Don't tell anybody.
Desert, you need to shut the hell up.
Either way, Desric's for your failure. You're not passed out, but you are definitely out of it, and your drinking is increasing.
Oh, good. This is going to go great places.
You've passed the point of, you don't know when to stop.
So have fun, Rose. This is going to get interesting.
Well, the WK says, like I said, what the Imperials say are just trumped up charges. I'm not into the shadier side of business. But that said, being here, I have heard a few things. And he points over to one of the tables that's close to that one. It's close to the front. That gentleman over there, and it is human. And he is sitting alone with two others. They don't seem to really be doing anything except watching, the stage and whatnot. From some of the snippets I've heard, they may, and he stresses that, be something you're looking for. But beyond that, I don't know too much.
Well then. Thank you for the info. Just trying to find some surveillance taggers myself, but if you can help me, that'll be very much appreciated. And she looks over to the side there.
You look over at the table?
Yeah, at the table.
You just doing an observation check?
Yeah, just an observation. Just having a gander.
Okay.
I go to Desric. Desric.
Yeah, what?
A new friend. Would you like to meet a new friend of mine?
New friends? Sure. Rose always needs more friends.
And she stands up, brushes herself up a little bit, and puts her hand out to the weak way and says, Rose.
He hands out his hand and shakes it and says, Wakesh.
Wakesh. Alrighty. Well,
See, look at you, Rose, making friends. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, thank you. Actually, before you leave, Desric, I need you to put your your left wrist down on the table for me, please.
He gets kind of cockeyed, looks at you, then puts his left wrist on the table.
No, not the weak way, Desric.
Oh.
Eh?
Put
What?
it down. Just put it down, please. Just lay it down. Palm up, please.
Are you gonna stab me?
I'm
You're
not
gonna
going
stab me, aren't you?
Not going to stab you.
All right, but cause we're friends.
Alright.
And Desert puts his palm down.
Yeah, and Rose says, "Oh, I also need you to close your eyes."
Oh, she's gonna stab me. Don't let her stab me, new friend. And then Desert puts his other hand over his eyes.
Roll up the left side sleeve a little bit, and I want to unhook the van brace as stealthily as I can.
Roll his stealth. And
Son of a, she's gonna steal my van brace.
And
Desric,
how long till the end of the session?
not too much longer, but Desric.
No, I'm gonna use my touch of fate and add in another 2 blue die.
Well, hold on. Desric, you're going to roll your observation, but because Desric is quite drunk, you get 2 boosts. That's to Rose.
Oh, Jesus Christ! All right.
Oh, okay. So just my perception.
Actually,
Just your perception.
yeah, screw that. I won't use my touch of fate then. If you're giving me those 2 boosts, I'll use that for later.
Well, I can't say I made it easy, but I didn't make it hard.
Wow.
I knew it. I freaking knew it.
3.3. I knew those.
Oh, she succeeds, but just barely. I have 2.3.
Jesus Christ. Damn.
I love it.
All right. Well, I succeed, I guess.
Yep, you take it right off. He doesn't seem to notice. Desric, you're
Don't
probably...
stab me, Rose.
And yeah, I just unhook it, and then I roll up my left sleeve, attach the van brace on, and then conceal it underneath my sleeve. And I say, and I roll down Desric's sleeve and say, "You can open your eyes now."
Huh? You didn't stab me? And Desert
No,
like
I'm not that
checks
mean.
the rest of him. Oh, we are friends.
You see all the other guys just laughing.
Wakash, crew, thank you for your time, and thank you for details. And I'm gonna stand up and then walk over to the humans who he pointed out to.
Desert will follow her, but he's waving back to the rest of the crew. Bye, new friends.
Hold on, Desric. Rose, you did say you were going to do a perception check on that table, right?
Yeah.
So I've already got the roll, so go ahead and make yours.
Uh, 3.3 again.
What was it?
3.3.
Okay, so you look over, and they're definitely not from here. They're definitely off Warders, and they're dressed nice. While they're looking at, their attention seems to be focused on the dancers and the entertainment there. You can tell that they are actually quite perceptive and are looking slyly around the room. No one seems to notice they're doing this. They're very good at hiding that. And their suits and the way they stand there, you're getting the impression that they're definitely what you're looking for. But you're quite sure they're going to be armed, so whether or not you're going to be capable of doing anything safely,
I'm taking everything, like both my van blades, my vibro sword, and my pistol.
All right. So with that, Desric, since you're getting up, roll your coordination.
Yes.
Oh, this is gonna go terribly. What is my coordination again?
Is it shit or?
It's not actually as bad as I thought. Do I
Mine's
have?
actually good for some reason, even though I don't have a rank in it.
Do you believe that qualifies as famous last words?
I believe that does, yes.
Well, it's a heck of a lot better than my resilience check. Oh yeah, I'm still eating floor though.
What was it?
1.4.
Well, you cancel out a lot of the threat. I rolled 6 threat. Along
And
with
how many failure?
4.
Oh, I'm eating floor so hard.
Yeah,
You're eating.
you think you stand up. Really, what happened is you just slid off it into the floor. You're laying on it sideways, and you haven't quite figured out that you're on the floor, so you're making the walking maneuvers, but
On the ground.
yeah, but your legs are just
Homer Simpson walk.
Oh, that's awful and brilliant.
your legs are just pushing up against this half wall that you were sitting by, and all you're accomplishing is the fact that you're just spinning around in the spot on the floor.
He's unbalanced because he doesn't have both van blades. He just has one, so it's just too heavy for him. He falls over.
Yeah. His right arm is on the floor and his left arm's up in the air.
Help!
And you still...
I've fallen and I can't get up.
You don't even know you fell. For all you know, you're walking along and everything just looks weird.
Oh god! I'm just gonna leave.
There
this
is a
like I don't
roar
even
of
know him.
laughter at the table, and a lot of laughter from coming around as they see this.
Rose, he's all yours.
Lovely. Actually, before I go there, before I go to the table, I'm gonna go to the bar. And just like, put one elbow in the bar and lean in a little bit.
Like, what was that?
I'm just leaning onto the bar, just waiting for service.
Oh, onto the bar here.
Yeah.
Okay, so
yeah. Sorry,
your
I didn't
character's
change.
over.
I didn't think. Yeah.
Okay. Bartender walks up to you. He's like, "Okay, what can I get you?"
Security. The man on the floor doing circles might not be good for your establishment.
Yeah, we get a few spacers come in that cut loose. I mean, especially with that group. They're going through some rough times. I'll call security.
Yeah,
I'll get them removed. Or get him removed.
The weak ways are fine.
Yeah, he
the,
says the guy on the
human-
floor, he's gonna...
Yeah.
Just him.
Thank you. Make it post-haste, just in case.
Yeah. And he walks over, gets his comms, and he starts making the call.
Cool, I'm gonna say thank you and walk over to the table.
Okay.
And
You know they notice you approach, but they haven't made
Yeah.
a move.
I stand there, like tall and straight, like very kind of militaristic, and I just say, "Gentlemen,
Ma'am.
I was told you can. Told you can sell me some modifications and some somewhat restricted gear."
The guy in the middle just kind of turns his head and looks at you. And looks you up and down. Don't know where you heard that. But he does motion you to sit.
Yeah, I take a seat. I still get everything holstered.
Don't know why anybody would say that about me. I'm an honest businessman.
I want to inside check this fool. I'm gonna roll another discipline check against him. See if he's lying about the whole responsible man. Yeah, I'll take 4 successes, an advantage, and a triumph.
Nice.
Well, I rolled 4 failures. But...
Balls.
Well, his demeanor shows that he somewhat feels insulted by the insinuation. And he could quite easily pass for legit. You feel like you should definitely trust what the Weequay said, especially given for how perceptive he seemed to be about, his surroundings and the fact that he knew you were coming up to them before you got there. Like a good ways before you got there.
Oh yeah, I would have known that. I say, a friend of mine mentioned that you'd be able to sell me stuff. I can pay quite well. Otherwise, you're just losing out on business.
Well, credits are always good, but you can see the Imperials over there. And the business you're asking for is insinuating imprisonment.
Oh, I've never been to prison before, but I usually escape forces.
But I am interested in the modifications you require. If by chance this could be done, what are the mods?
I'm just looking for... And she brings out her sword, and it's like...
Is
plants
it
on the
sheathed
table.
or...
No, this is unsheathed now.
Okay.
She unsheaths it and puts it on the table. And she lets go of it, but she puts her hand close to the hilt, like a couple of
Yeah.
inches, and says, "Here it is in all its glory. I just want a hilt that's a bit more balanced, maybe a custom one, haven't decided yet, and the edge to be a bit more serrated."
Well, the hilt isn't the problem. The serrated edge, those tend to raise some red flags. Interesting. Well, I do have parts that you can use for modifications like that, but doesn't seem to be too bad. What were the ones that you were hinting could be, really illegal?
Surveillance taggers, just a few.
Well, those are generally used for Imperials, some bounty hunters. No bounty hunter guild here. That would be the best place to get them. Or anybody who's had ties with the bounty hunters, but legally we can only sell it to bounty hunters and, Imperials. Some
She,
security.
Reaches into her pocket and she brings out the small, what would you call it, like a bounty hunter?
Kind of like a little ID.
An ID thing, yeah. And I put on the desk, on the table, and just push it towards him.
He reaches a hand, slides it towards him, picks it up. Wow.
So we're willing to do business now?
Yes. So I can get you the mods.
Takes it back and puts it in her pocket.
Yeah, he sets it back down and slides it. So, the mods we can get away with. Bounty hunters are in a desperate need. That's sort of surveillance equipment. Yes, I've got quite a bit. Even some that, well, even bounty hunters shouldn't have. It's expensive.
How expensive?
Well, it depends on the quantity and the type. What are you looking for?
Well, I know taggers they're only small. So maybe 2 magnetically attachable, and 2 more in just in itself non-magnetic. Tracking people, I have a few on my list that need to be dealt with.
Well, these trackers need to have a delivery service, like like coming from like a gun or a pistol, or handheld.
What do you mean?
Handheld meaning you have to get close and set it on there, whereas a pistol or a rifle, it lobs it out and it can stick. Granted, this only works for the magnetics. Placing it on people, you would have to get up close.
That's fine. I am good at that.
He
And
points to the sword. Yeah, I could definitely see that. As he doesn't touch it, but it gets somewhat close, and he moves his finger along, the edge. Again, not touching it, and as he says, I could see that.
the non-magnetic ones will be, close range stuff. That's fine. I can deal with that. The magnetic ones, can we possibly get that in some sort of bullet form?
Oh, that's your sure thing. Granted, the delivery mechanism will cost extra.
How much extra?
Well, the trackers are 1,000 a pop. The delivery device is $5,000.
Shit.
Special needs and all.
Yes, that's true. Maybe we cut the delivery service. I think I have enough skill to be able to get close to who I need to.
Okay. What quantities are we looking for?
I just want 4. Yeah, we'll go with 4. 2 magnetic, 2 non-magnetic.
Okay. We can arrange this. As for your vibroblade, the custom hilt's not too bad, but the serrated blade, it's gonna take a bit.
I just need the materials for it.
Oh,
I can
do
do
it
it myself,
yourself.
fine. But the materials I'm a little bit lackluster on.
Don't know the price of those offhand. I don't particularly deal with modifications personally, but I can find out. Let's see. And he begins to think, I need to do it in a better place than this. I know a place. It's just on the outskirts of town. Meet there in 2 hours. And he puts a thing on your data pad. It is the northeast part of town. There doesn't seem to be anything there on your map. It is outside of town.
Alrighty. I can do that.
By this time, security personnel have come in and have taken Desric. Desric, roll 1 more resilience.
Oh, I'm sure this can't go anywhere but good.
You haven't been learning.
He has not.
Sarcasm, Millie. Sarcasm. Wow, shockingly 3 success.
3 success?
Still probably not enough,
3 failure.
but
You succeed.
Is it 3 failure?
You succeed, but I have 4 threat and a despair.
oh
I
crap!
had that coming.
So,
So what did I succeed at exactly?
this was supposed to see if you passed out. You haven't passed out, but you can't talk right. You still think you're walking, and you haven't quite figured out why you're not there yet. You do see individuals come up to you, and they're blurry, but you can see their feet quite clearly. They're not kicking you or anything, but they're standing there, but they look really close to your face, and like I said, you're still sideways, so it looks like they're standing on the wall.
But I can't talk because I'm incoherent at this point.
It's very slurred.
Beautiful.
At this point, they begin to reach down and they're grabbing you. They're gently grabbing you. It's not aggressive, but they seem to be trying to hoist you up. As you're being hoisted, this is moving your blood and the alcohol. You start to vomit. And they
Oh, great.
jump back and you're flopped to the ground. Your head bangs on the side, and well, combined with the already incoherentness of the alcohol, you're knocked out.
Oh, gosh.
So I'm going to wake up at some point with a really wicked headache, probably a nasty bruise, and not going to remember any of this.
Yep.
Brilliant.
So,
Rose, this is going to be fun.
And you might not think it could get worse,
either way,
but you'd be wrong.
either way,
Mama Illy comes along.
for Rose, do you have any more business?
Wait, so I've got the destination.
Got the destination, you got the time, and you have the price, at least for the trackers.
The trackers, yeah.
And he's basically stating, if we don't have any more business, we'll just go our separate ways for now and meet up in 2 hours.
I put out my hand again, and I say, Rose.
He puts out his hand. Todd.
Pleasure. Now, if you excuse me, I have some other matters to attend to. And she stands up, gives him the 2-finger salute, and starts to walk her way out.
Hey, your drunk, incapacitated captain is still laying on the floor here.
No, they've picked you up this time a little rougher considering that you're out. And they've quickly got you out of there. So
Rose, you're
you're
abandoning
out.
me?
You're out before Rose even turns around.
Oh, I thought we were friends, Rose. Thought you had my back.
I mean, you're unconscious right now, so
So at this point, we'll do a screen swipe to Illy. You've had a good-sized journey, and you finally make it to your dad's house. As it's getting close, I'm not going to have anything really happen besides what's there. So let's get what you're going to do. It is getting close to the end of the stream, but I want one thing to happen before that. So just tell us what's going on.
All right. Well, having been the first time she's been here since everything happened, this is actually where things went down between the kidnappers, her father and her daughter. So, yeah, she's basically coming up on the house and starting to see that it was not the quick grab some people might think it was. It was very messy, and it was a hell of a fight. So, yeah, she's basically going to cruise on up to the house and just try and take in what's happened.
And what is the reason you came to the house? To bury your father?
That's right.
Okay.
So, yeah, she's going to be trying to find him amongst the... I don't think they would have wrecked the place, but there's definitely signs of a fight, that kind of thing.
Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure there's blaster holes everywhere.
Yeah. I have no idea what the pirates would have done with their own.
Left them there.
Yeah. Ish. So, yeah, she's kind of putting that together as she's walking through what's left, and just her mind's eye is kind of running through what it looks like happened based on the damage around her.
Hell of a fight. They eventually had to flank him just to get him out. And either way, you do find him. You can tell that even though he was being shot at, he did get hit, but he didn't die right away. And he was fighting to the last of his breath.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say at this point she is probably going to lose her composure, quite soundly.
Not only that, it has been some time, and they just left him there. Even the other bodies there, it's quite ripe, and I guess you can figure out the state of the bodies.
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably one of those recognized more by the clothes at that point.
Yeah. I'm going to assume the house is like pretty much out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
So yeah, no one would have even noticed the blaster shots.
Yeah, there's not much around.
Okay. So you're probably going to be there for a long time, finally get your composure, and then eventually, lay him to rest.
Yeah.
And what about the pirates?
She'll do the same.
Okay. Any particular place you're burying your father? Memorable?
Yeah. I'd say there's a tree or something out along the property, just a little bit of ways from the house.
Okay.
Beside her mother.
Well, between, the trip getting there, taking in all the sights, the breakdown, and then having the dig, bury, and all that's... It's probably going to be night before you're done. You guys kind of landed afternoon-ish. Early, but it's still afternoon. But, yeah. It's a lot of work for one person.
Yeah.
So, that's the scene for there. We'll discuss next time when you decide to come back. Rose, you've made your way to... 2 hours have passed. I assume you really weren't doing anything.
No, I've kind of disregarded Desric at this point, wherever he is.
Yeah. So, 2 hour mark hits. You're gonna
If he's
be...
in some dirt on the side of the road, yeah, I'm leaving him.
No, you don't even see him.
Good.
You're making your way towards the meeting location. What is Leo doing during this whole time?
I am probably going to go to the location of one of those store locations that I was given.
For you, some of them, there's only one on the ground, but it's a ways off. It's like in another city. Or near another city. Two of them are... One of them is in orbit around this planet. It's actually located near the moon, and it always stays on the dark side. As for the rest, they're scattered around in the systems nearby, but you can tell on there they're not legit. They're definitely shady, all of them. Basically, there's the memo in there is, careful, these are shady, but they will have anything you need. So,
okay,
if you wish to use them, use them. If not, well, there's just not too many legit merchants that'll have what you need where you are.
Okay, in that case, I'm gonna go and try and find a merchant in the town.
Like I said, the only weapons dealers that are listed on there, on the map, it states that these are defensive arms.
I'm not looking for a weapons merchant. I'm looking for a droid merchant.
Droid merchant. Actually, that'll be right by the spaceport.
Okay, that's where I'm heading then.
Okay. That's where you will pick up next time. This will kind of be scattered all over for time because everyone's doing things at different times. But we're going to end with Desric. It's late by the time Desric wakes up. It's not night, but it's turning night. This will actually happen after Rose's meeting. But you start waking up. Your head is throbbing. You're on the floor. You realize that much. But there's no noise. There is some noise, but it's not loud. Maybe not even in the same room you're in. As you begin to wake up, and you start opening your eyes, you're adjusting to the light, and you look forward, you see bars.
Well, shit.
We're going to continue going. We're going to stop here in a second, but we're going to do this scene.
Great. Desert's gonna look around beside him to see if there's anyone else in the room.
Well,
I guess Cell is more opt.
Just before you look around, you hear a voice. Well, Desric. Didn't expect to see you here. Nice seeing you again. The camera begins to pan out of the jail building, and you see where you're located. It's on the other side of town. And with that, we're going to end today's session.
Yes!
What the? Rose, what did you do?
Technically, I did nothing.
No, you left your drinking buddy and betrayed your captain.
Maybe.
Well, the local
That is a
authorities
slight
aren't going to
possibility
put
that happened.
you, like, aren't going to harm you or anything. If anything, they're just going to set you in jail until you sober up.
Yeah, but the local authorities wouldn't carry me halfway across town. They'd take me to the nearest precinct until I sober up.
They came in a vehicle.
That
And
could
that is
very
the
well
nearest
be.
precinct.
That Desert does not know about. I feel like I have accomplished my mission. I'm about to get some modifications for my sword, and I've put Desric in a jail cell. I'm quite happy with myself.
Rose, you and Desric are going to have words.
Well,
Look,
after you
I'm
have
tough-
words with your...
Tough is really sorry. I really am. Rose is not at all.
Oh.
Yeah,
For the record, I had no intention of getting Desric plastered again, but the
Well,
dice gave me no success, and I'm going, well, shit, where am I going with this? I guess Desric's getting drunk again.
And that's why I only drink in small amounts.
It's consistent with Desric, though, really.
Yeah. Fits him perfectly.
This was never part of his backstory. Like, now there's going to have to be, like, cantina sprawls or something in his backstory with
there
Jer.
kind of was, because you did put that in there with Jer.
I mean, I also did something.
Oh, crap. I guess I did, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
It was implied, but yeah. Oh,
See,
crud.
The dice know how to tell the story.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, I was actually thinking of sabotaging it, but I didn't have to, because your dice sucked.
Oh, they sucked so bad. Oh, it was awful.
That perception roll, though, on the stealth, that was like...
It was just 2 dice, by the way, I
maybe.
think.
And Rose stole
Yeah.
my van brace. Oh,
Your left one, yeah. On my left.
I
reference.
absolutely love it when he's like, "Oh yeah, you get all these boosts." I'm like, "They're gonna totally be blank."
Yeah, I
all
I got
4
them
of
all,
those
and I was like,
boosts.
I'm really tempted just to use my fate of something or other. It's in my book.
Touch of fate.
That gives me 2 extra blue dice every game, or once every game. I was like, I feel like I should use these because all the blues are going to turn blank. Lo and behold, all of them turned out blank. I still had 3.3 though.
Either way.
I'm not even mad.
Either way. Desric. You seem to have a friend in there.
yeah. And given that we've covered just about everybody in my backstory, I have no clue who this is.
I think based on the voice, I know exactly who this is.
Send that to me in a private
Actually-
message, because I'm curious of what you think. Either
The
way.
o-
Go ahead.
the only one I can think of is maybe one of the slaves we released.
Either way, with that, we're going to end the stream. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Sorry about, the net issues and whatnot. At least this end seems to have worked, so hopefully the reset worked or whatever issue was going on was fixed. Tune in next week. Next week, I should have no excuse because I'm on vacation from Wednesday to Wednesday. So it's a stay-at-home vacation. I'm just taking a break from work.
Maps?
Yes, I should have some maps. Unless I get lazy.
So essentially, you're going on a map quest. Gotcha.
Yeah, sounds good.
Either
Sounds
way,
good, actually.
see everyone later. Thank you so much for watching.